Okay, so this footage is of a colony that has uh, it's queen right. It was low on population. As you can see, there's a lot of carnage on the ground here from this robbing frenzy that's been going on for probably, we've been battling these robbers for about 2 weeks. And yeah, I don't really know what to say or do, but I thought I'd videotape this, and at least it would be good footage for new beekeepers to see and understand, exactly what robbing behavior looks like, and some of the things that I've done. So this colony is not obviously in my bee yard. It's been moved probably 2 football fields away from where it originally was. I've moved it in 3 different locations so far, and each time the robbers find the weak colony. So I can only surmise that, kind of like when you get stung by a bee, they mark or tag you. I am becoming more and more convinced that a weak colony gets tagged with a pheromone of some sort, and it just brings in robbing bees from all over. And no matter where you move them, if it's within the same acreage uh, that the bee yard is in, that they will smell that marking and continue to raid the colony. Um, this colony has 5 frames. It was originally in a 10 frame. It had, I haven't looked today, but it had 3 solid frames of bees. And based on some input from some fellow beekeepers, I reduced the size down to 5 frames and put them in this nuke box and moved them within the bee yard. I fed them after dark, and by morning the robbers would find them and start the attack. As you can see, I've got the entrance reduced down to 3/8. I have 2 openings, and that's mostly for airflow as their bottom vent is buttoned up. Um, you can see the robber bees at the top, at the cover, trying to get in through the ventilation. And I'll get a close-up of that. You can see the robbers that are inside, and it almost looks like they are feeding these external bees, but that's really more speculative than it is any type of evidence to support that. There's just a lot of feet and antennae and stuff coming out of the top vent, so that's my guess. But there are a lot of dead bees on the ground here. Um, I used this spot because I wanted to keep track of all that. This is exactly what happens for those of you that are new to beekeeping and have not experienced this yet. Basically, the stronger hive, which has a lot more of the numbers, will continue to raid and raid and raid as long as there is food or whatever they are after inside this colony. And as the battles continue and bees die, the weak colony continues to lose numbers until they're down to just a cup or 2 of bees, and then it's pretty much game over. At some point, the queen will be stung and killed, and then the colony will no longer be able to sustain itself, and that's the end of this colony. So, I have no plan currently other than to let this run its course and hope that this colony can somehow survive this. We are in I would say, a medium nectar flow. It's not a heavy nectar flow. We have ironwood, um, goldenrod, early goldenrod, beginnings of late goldenrods, Chinese bush clover. We have a lot of food resources in the area, so they shouldn't be, really focused on. Oh, there goes some pollen inside. That's awesome. That's good to see. Um, but yeah, I'm not sure what to do here. I mean, this has really been a challenge for me as a beekeeper, to do what's best for the bees, and I'm not sure what else to do. So we will continue to obviously monitor this. I don't want to lose. This is a bought queen, by the way. So we're actually losing money. This is not a freebie from a split or anything. This is a Carniolan queen uh, that was purchased back in July, and for whatever reason they decided to attack this colony. Now, before I continue, what I'd like to say is I am a huge supporter and proponent of Hive Alive, but I can tell you that the Hive Alive additive to sugar syrup in a period of low nectar or dearth can trigger robbing frenzy, and that's when this all started. There's a yellow jacket on the landing board. Let's see if we can't get this guy. More pollen coming out. Okay, that's not good. There's a yellow jacket down there someplace. Yeah, there he is. Oop. But clearly, no matter what I do with this colony, um, it doesn't look good for them. And this is a critical period for most colonies as it is, because they should be building winter bees. They should be taking this fall nectar flow and turning it into winter stores. This is all critical time for a bee colony. I think I should probably eat that rooster for dinner tonight since he won't be quiet. But anyways, so hopefully this helps somebody. Yeah, there's a million things that I'm sure a lot of people can do. At this point, I think I've exhausted all the methods, short of putting it in a vehicle and driving it several miles away, which I don't have any place to put this colony in that scenario. So, um, that's great, but I just don't have a place to put them. So, that all being said, we're going to let this one ride it out and see what happens. They're either going to make it or they're not. And based on the carnage on the ground here, it looks like they're losing some numbers. So unless those are all robber bees and they're kicking butt, I hope that's the case. But it doesn't look good. So with that, this is Bill with Ravenshire Farms Apiary, and I hope this video helps somebody. And yeah, the bee world is a brutal place if you're the weak colony. Have a great day, everyone.